guys, in today's video I'm gonna show you the transformation of my 2022 Toyota Supra in the past year. Let's watch.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, and pass that bitch like Stockton.
So when I bought the car, I disliked a few things about it right away. I didn't like the two-tone wheels. They really reminded me of this ugly Camry. That's why the first thing I did was to powder coat them in gloss black till I find the aftermarket ones that I really like. Next thing I bought was a front lip because the car without a front lip really looks like that dinosaur. I've bought the Maxton lip, which wasn't the best quality, but I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars for carbon fiber lip, which I knew is gonna break at some point. And of course, everybody in the car community knows that wheel gap had to go. I didn't want to drive an off-road car anymore. That's why I purchased H&R springs and wheel spacers. I think that made the car stance so much better. I also bought a carbon fiber duckbill. I didn't feel like buying one of those big wings and putting holes through my trunk. That's why I think the duckbill did the job. I bought the car to have fun. That's why I raced my buddy's Stage 2 M2. Then I raced my buddy's tuned Audi S5. And just when I thought my Supra was fast, I raced few stock cars and I changed my mind. And because my ECU was still locked and I couldn't tune it, at least I wanted to make it loud. That's why I installed catless downpipe. And before I really start modifying it, I took the Supra to the dyno to see what numbers we start with. It made 391 wheel horsepower, which I think is a good number to start with. I also wanted to make the engine bay look a little nicer. That's why I've purchased Blitz strut tower bar to replace the factory ones. And as you guys can see, the quality of the Blitz bar is just so much better. I also took the Supra to see the quarter mile times before we start adding some power. And for first time I got 12.1, which wasn't terrible time. And because I was still not able to tune the car because of the locked ECU, I decided to make the car sound even better. I got AWE touring exhaust with black tips. And after months of looking for wheels, it was time to remove the OEM ones and install the Apex VS5RS. A lot of people buy these wheels to track their cars, and that's why I liked it, because they're very light and they're very good quality. I also installed these carbon fiber rear spats from eBay. Next thing that had to go was this factory steering wheel. I replaced it with a carbon fiber one and it looks so much better. I really wanted more power. That's why I removed the ECU from the car and shipped it to Femto for the partial unlock. That means I was able to tune the car and run OTS maps. And while I was waiting for the ECU to come back, I installed a FTP charge pipe. It's good to replace the factory one because it's plastic and it cracks once you start pushing more boost. I also installed a MST intake, not because of the power gains, but because of the turbo noises. I got my ECU back in a week and I flashed my car with the BM3 OTS map on E50. Then I took my car back to the dyno to see the numbers. It made only 450 wheel horsepower, which was very weak. Car felt quicker, but it was far from its potential. That OTS tune was very weak, that's why I paid a tuner and I got a different map, which felt a lot better. And now the car being tuned, it was time to go race few cool cars and see how the Supra does. Then I've raced a very similar setup to my old GTI with a Vortex XL turbo. And now it was time to hit the quarter mile again, but now with more power. But before that, I've bought welds, which I powder coated to match my front Apex wheels, and Mickey Thompsons for more traction. With my first run I got into 10 seconds, which I was very happy with. Huge difference with just the downpipe tune and a tire compared to stock. And do you guys remember that M3 CS that put buses on me the first time he raced? We raced again, but now we're both tuned. The M6 came for revenge, but this time with a lot more power. Then I've raced my buddy's built motor RS3 and he brought me back to reality.
1, 2, 3.
And after that race I realized that I need and that was perfect timing because BM3 just released their custom ROM. So I had to ship my ECU back to Femto for a second time, but now I can run flex fuel, have anti-lag and have map switching. And now that the ECU was unlocked and I needed more power, I got the turbo.
Yeah, boy.
Dow Turbo Ultraflow R. And before you guys ask me why didn't I just go with the top mount turbo? Because of money. One of these big turbo setups will cost at least $6,000, and with all the supporting mods as transmission, manifold, axles, that might end up around $25,000. So I went with Dow because of all the recent bad reviews for pure turbos. I spoke with some people from the UK and they were really impressed with the turbo. The Ultraflow R is one of the highest flowing turbos on the market, and it's good for up to 900 horsepower with the proper supporting mods, which sounded very good to me. And one of the biggest benefits of that turbo is that it has a very quick spool compared to the big turbo setups. With the new turbo we're also going to be installing port injection, motive reflex which was already installed on the car, and also XHP transmission tune which will allow us to increase the torque a little bit. Also, big shout out to my tuner from HD Performance. He's been extremely helpful through the whole process of tuning the Supra. Even on low boost, the car pulled so much harder than the stock turbo. And even my friends love the Supra.
That backfire is nasty. What the fuck? This shit just went. What the fuck? This shit fast as shit. See how fast did that just go to 60? Oh no.
How does it feel?
We gotta go again.
You want me to do it again? What's good, bro?
This shit always give me a rush. I live for this shit.
I've also raced my dream car, Porsche GT3. And with every revision, the Supra was getting quicker and quicker. And And because there were no local cars that wanted to race me for fun, I raced a bike, even though it could power up top because of the low ethanol percentage in the tank. To some of you, it might look like I have not done anything that crazy with the Supra yet, but I'm happy with everything I've done this year. There will be so much more to come. The story continues, so if you guys want to be part of the journey, make sure you subscribe. Peace.